Billionaire lifestyle of Hong Kong. If you've seen Crazy Rich Asians, then it should come as no surprise that some of the world's richest people are in Asia, and one of the wealthiest places in Asia is Hong Kong. Hong Kong is known as the world's most dynamic financial centre, and it's no secret that it's home to some of the richest people on the planet. From tech entrepreneurs to real estate moguls, Hong Kong's wealthiest individuals are a diverse group of people with incredible stories of success and achievement. In this video, we'll be diving into the lives and fortunes of the top 10 richest people in Hong Kong, exploring their backgrounds, their sources of wealth, and the lifestyles they lead. So sit back, relax, and join us as we take a glimpse into the extraordinary lives of the super rich in Hong Kong. Number 10. Francis Choi. Beginning our list today is the 10th richest person in Hong Kong, Francis Choi. It may surprise you to know that Choi has amassed a net worth of around $8.2 billion by being the world's largest toy maker. Toys? Right. This guy is known as the king of toys, and the way he built his toy empire is simply crazy. He opened his toy factory at only 25 and supplied various companies like Hasbro and Mattel with all kinds of toys. Choi expanded into real estate, investing in the mid-90s, building a portfolio of office buildings, opulent apartments and hotels. He loves luxurious watches, and he turned his love to business by owning a luxurious watches retailer, Unique Timepiece Group. Up next is another outstanding fellow. Number 9. Joseph Tsai. If you're an avid basketball fan, you may know this guy as the owner of the NBA team, the Brooklyn Nets. Tsai earned his ridiculous $8.5 billion net worth by being the co-founder of the popular e-commerce giant Alibaba. The 59-year-old is the second largest individual stakeholder in the group behind Jack Ma and serves as vice chairman and co-founder of the company. One of Tsai's assets is a beautiful $150 million mansion overlooking all of Manhattan in New York. The man is an avid fan of lacrosse, and he has invested heavily in promoting the sport and other ventures including hotels, blockchain gaming, pharmaceuticals, and of course tech. Up next is another Joseph. Number 8. Joseph Lau. Lau has been a billionaire since 2006, and he amassed much of his fortune by acquiring a lot of real estate in China as far back as 1986. However, the primary source of his wealth comes from his Hong Kong premium real estate assets. Currently, Lau has an estimated net worth of $13.2 billion. A lover of arts, Lau recently made headlines when he purchased Andy Warhol's portrait of Mao Zedong for a whopping $17.4 million. He then topped this by purchasing a Paul Gauguin piece for $40 million. Pretty amazing, right? Lau shows off his love of art by owning a collection worth $1 billion. Lau also loves jewellery and has some pretty fantastic pieces in his collection. The queen of his collection is the Blue Moon diamond. It's arguably the most expensive diamond in the world. He bought the $50 million diamond for his daughter and renamed it the Blue Moon of Josephine. That's just ridiculous. However, Joseph Lau claims to have passed the majority of his wealth to his wife and son due to marked health conditions. Our next billionaire made his wealth from casinos and gambling, and it's none other than number 7, Louis Che-Woo. Louis Che-Woo is a Hong Kong business magnate and investor. At number 7, this man has made a net worth of $14.9 billion. Wu originally gained notoriety by providing gravel for the post-war construction boom in Hong Kong. He began his career as a supplier of building supplies before moving on to develop real estate, mostly in Hong Kong and mainland China. Today, he is the chairman of the casino operator Galaxy Entertainment Group and real estate developer K.Wah International Holdings. At 95, Wu's primary place is now on the golf course, while his children run his businesses, which include the casino business, 8 Hilton hotels, 2 Sheratons and 3 Marriotts in the United States, and of course his real estate company. Next up is the first female on our list. Number 6. Siu-hing. Another real estate mogul, Kwong currently has a net worth of around $15.2 billion. She is the head of one of the richest families in Hong Kong, the Kwoks. Her late husband, Kwok Tak-seng, was co-founder of the popular Sun Hung Kai Properties, and she served as chairman from 2006 to 2011. At age 93, Kwong's kids run the family business, which is Hong Kong's largest real estate developer. However, she remains the company's largest shareholder, hence her billions of dollars. We're entering our top 5 in Hong Kong and getting into some serious dough, so get ready. Number 5 is Peter Wu. How do you get richer overnight? Get married to someone who is. Now, we're not saying that's all Peter Wu did, but Wu started his business career in 1972 working with the Chase Manhattan Bank in New York. It was there he met his heartthrob and future wife, Bessie Pow Wu, daughter of a late shipping magnate, U.K. Pow. Now a real estate mogul, Peter Wu was chairman and comfortably sits on a net worth of $17 billion. Until stepping down in 2015, Peter Wu served as chairman of the real estate developer Wheelock & Co. and its primary subsidiary Wharf Holdings. In 2021, Wu's Wharf Holdings recorded an outstanding $2.1 billion in revenue. Apart from real estate, Wheelock and Wharf also have significant ownership over port retail and communication businesses, including the upscale Lane Crawford department store brand. They say 2 heads are better than 1. How about 5 heads then? Next on our list is number 4, Lee siblings. The Lee siblings, Charlie, Sammy, Eddie, David and Lisa, are all children of the man dubbed King of Oyster Sauce, the late Lee Man Tat. You may have noticed people in Hong Kong are fond of dubbing people kings. Yes, it's their thing. And when you see how their billionaires live, you can't blame them. We'll get into that later, so make sure you stay till the end of this video. The Lee siblings run their father's Lee Kum Kee Group, which owns everything from oyster sauce to healthcare and properties. The largest oyster sauce manufacturer in the world, Lee Kum Kee Sauce Group employs 6,000 people globally and exports to more than 100 nations. The family acquired the Walkie Talkie building in London for at least $1.7 billion. That's a lot of money, but money well spent, as the value has only gone up since their purchase. The Lee siblings have a joint net worth of $19.3 billion. Well, number 3 on our list is even richer. Shocker. Number 3, Henry Cheng. Now, here's a feel-good story of father and son that almost warms our hearts. Henry Cheng is the first son of Cheng Yu-tung. He took over his father's businesses after his father's death. These include Asia's largest jewellery retailer, Chow Tai Fook Jewellery, and the New World Department. Now 76, Henry Cheng leaves the day-to-day running of the businesses to his Harvard-trained children, Adrian and Sonia Cheng. Sonia Cheng serves as CEO of the Rosewood Hotel Group, which New World Development bought in 2011, while Adrian serves as vice chairman of New World Development. Henry Cheng is currently valued at $29 billion. Henry Cheng and his father, Cheng Yu-tung, have both won the highest honour in Hong Kong, the Gold Bauhinia Medal for service to the city. In honour of his beloved father, Henry Cheng spent $71 million acquiring a 59.6-carat pink diamond, the Steinmetz diamond, which Henry renamed the CTF Pink Star. Heartwarming indeed, but what will make our hearts even warmer is you clicking on that subscribe button and liking this video. Now, on to number 2, Lee Shao-kee. Lee Shao-kee's rise to wealth is truly inspirational. Shao-kee started from the very bottom. His family was so poor that they could only afford to eat meat or fish twice a month. Today, Lee Shao-kee is worth over $30 billion and is the second richest man in Hong Kong. If that's not awe-inspiring, then we don't know what is. Like a dream come true. Lee Shao-kee is the co-founder of Kwong Siu-hing's husband's company, Sun Hung Kai Yup. Do you remember her? She's number 6 on our list. Key started Henderson Land Development in 1976, and this company now makes up the bulk of his incredible wealth. With all his wealth, Lee Shao-key never forgets his humble beginnings. He's donated over $400 million towards education and improving the lives of impoverished children all over the world. Finally, number 1 on the list. They don't call this man Superman for nothing. It's number 1, Li Ka-Shing. This guy has cash in his name, and boy does he have a lot of it. He currently has a net worth estimated to be around $40 billion. With his status, there is little wonder why he's regarded as the most influential business in Asia. Now 94 years old, Lee retired about 5 years ago as chairman of C.K. Hutchinson Holdings and CK Asset Holdings. His companies have more than 300,000 employees spread all across the world with branches in more than 50 countries. Unlike our number 2 billionaire, Lee had a fair amount of money at 21, and this was when he started Chung Kong Plastics with his savings and loans from relatives. That's crazy. We know what we were doing at 21, and it wasn't starting a factory. Today, Lee has investments all over the world. He was an early investor in companies like Facebook, Spotify, and Siri. With his foundation, Superman has donated more than $4 billion to different charities. The billionaires on our list spend a large portion of their wealth living some of the most lavish lives possible. That means buying the most expensive houses in some of Hong Kong's most expensive areas like Victoria Peak, eating at all 70 Michelin-star restaurants in Hong Kong like Amber and Kashiwaya, and owning the most luxurious cars, yachts and private jets. But you already know all this. How? That's because you've already subscribed to our channel where we show you how the rich and famous flaunt their wealth. If you haven't, make sure you do, as more jaw-dropping videos are on their way.